Hello and welcome to another video. Now today we're going to take a look at some of my favorite films again from my DVD collection, some of which I would like to see released on Blu-ray. Some titles in particular I would really love to see on Blu-ray, but the chances of them coming out is probably really slim, which is a shame. But anyway, let's head off into the garden to look at these titles. Right, so here we are in the garden, and the first title I've got to show you here today is a film starring Dana Carvey and Valerie Golino. Golino, don't know how you pronounce it, but it's the woman who starred in Rain Man, who played Tom Cruise's girlfriend in Rain Man. Valerie Golino, you might be familiar with her. But the first one is this one, which is Clean Slate, which is a very fun movie. It's highly underrated. I guess a lot of people haven't heard of this film, but it's a very, very entertaining film to watch, and it also features this dog who has a depth perception problem, and he keeps bumping into things, like bumping into walls and doors and things all the time, because he can't sense like distances of things and stuff. But yeah, the performances are really good in this film. It's really funny, and it's on the MGM label. You can still get it on Region 2 DVD. The picture is anamorphic widescreen, 185:1. Yeah, 185:1, and it's 1 hour and 43 minutes long as well. So I highly recommend this one. I'll just show you the disc. The disc inside there. Same artwork that's on the front cover on the disc, as you can see. So that's Clean Slate, and that comes highly recommended by me. Now the next one I've got to show you here is really a massive favourite of mine. It's really one of my all-time favourite films. I've watched it like so many times, and I'd really love to see it released on Blu-ray, but can't see that happening anytime soon, unfortunately. I don't know why, because it's a really good film. It did get criticised for some of the well, in particular I think it got criticised for the performance from Cindy Crawford in the film. The film stars Cindy Crawford and William Baldwin, and the film is Fair Game. Now this is the UK DVD release, and as you can see, it comes in a snapper case. I don't know if any copies of this was released in a regular plastic case. If anyone out there has a copy in the plastic case, could you possibly let us know? Because I was wondering if any actually got released with the plastic cases on, because I haven't seen any anywhere online. I've got about 2 or 3 copies of this one, and they're all in the snapper case. I've got the American import version as well. That's the first one I got, but unfortunately that version is only in full screen. It's not in widescreen. This has got the proper 185 anamorphic widescreen transfer on it, and the transfer is really good for a DVD. Actually, I'm not disappointed with it in the slightest. And it's got a Dolby Digital 5.1 sound as well, which is really effective. The explosions in the film sound really good, and the music as well. I particularly like the score on this film. It's got a really good score by Mark Mancina. He also did the music for Bad Boys and Speed and a few other things here and there. Did he do Twister? I think he might have done Twister as well, I'm not sure. I think he did do Twister, actually, now that I think about it. I may be wrong though. But this film is full of action, really good performances in my opinion by William Baldwin and Cindy Crawford, regardless of what other people say about her performance in the film. And it also features Steven Berkoff as the bad guy in the film. I think he's a Russian or something. He usually plays Russians or something like Foreigners. You know, he was in Rambo First Blood Part 2 as well as the bad guy. He's been in a few things where he's played bad guys, I think. But I really like this cover photography on this DVD. It's a really well shot photograph, and it looks really good in my opinion. I've actually wanted the laser disc of this because laser discs are bigger, you know, like an LP record with more room for the artwork and everything. But I haven't got my laser disc player at this house, but I wouldn't mind it just for the artwork alone, you know, just for collectability purposes, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so I really like this film quite a lot, you know, and I've had it on my cinema screen projected big, and it looks really really good actually. But I would still like to see it released on Blu-ray to see if the transfers looks any better, you know, because some films when they're released on Blu-ray don't look that much better. Some films, especially the older ones, some of them. So you pay all that extra money sometimes for a transfer that isn't that much better than the DVD version, if you know what I mean. But anyway, that's fair game on UK DVD. Now the next one I've got here is another firm favourite of mine, which I actually saw in the cinema when it first came out on a preview screening, and that was at the Metro Centre. Can't even speak properly tonight. At the Metro Centre Cinema in Gateshead. It was the UCI, I think it was the AMC cinema back then, but it did change its name to the UCI, United Cinemas International, at some point. And then just before it closed and got demolished, it changed into the Odeon, surprisingly. I was well surprised about that, how an American multiplex cinema chain could suddenly get taken over by the Odeon. Anyway, getting off the subject. This film stars Richard Dreyfuss and Emilio Estevez, and it's never been released on Blu-ray for some unknown reason. It's a bit baffling why they never released it on Blu-ray, because you can get the sequel, well, I'm giving the title away. You can get the sequel on Blu-ray, but you can't get the original film. This one here, you kind of get it on Blu-ray, and this film is Stakeout. And as you can see, it's got nice cover artwork, which is actually a painting, believe it or not. It's not a photograph, it's an actual illustration. And it's quite a nice cover, I think. But I would like to see it released on Blu-ray, because this transfer is a bit dated looking. And it's not the best, really. It's obviously an old master, it hasn't been digitally remastered or anything. So it would benefit hugely from a new remaster and be released on a new shiny Blu-ray disc. But I don't know why they haven't released it. It's Touchstone Pictures, which is a division of Disney, I believe. And I don't know why they haven't got their skates on and got a Blu-ray released of this film. It definitely needs to be released on Blu-ray, in my opinion. I would love to see it released on Blu-ray at a reasonable price as well. Like a budget price would be nice, you know. Anyway, here's the back cover of this one. It's got some decent photographs from the movie there on the side. And the film is in anamorphic widescreen, I believe, as far as I can remember. And it's 112 minutes long. It's, did I say it's anamorphic widescreen? And it's only single layer format, it's not dual layer, unfortunately. So it's a great movie though. It's a comedy thriller. It's got lots of hilarious moments in it, especially from Richard Dreyfuss. And he has a bit of trivia for you, for everyone out there. You may not know this. You might know this, but you might not. Richard Dreyfuss is in fact a Freemason. I didn't know this when I first watched Stakeout years ago, because I didn't even know anything about Freemasons or Freemasonry. But in recent years, I've learned quite a bit about Freemasonry and stuff, and actors who are Freemasons, and he's definitely one of them. And he's a proud one as well. He's been photographed in all these Masonic gear and apron and everything, and hats, Masonic hat, everything. If you go online, you can look it up if you don't believe us. So anyway, that's Stakeout, and it also stars what's her name? I forgot her name now. Madeline Stowe, that's it. Also stars Madeline Stowe as the interest of Richard Dreyfuss's affections. It's a really good film. I'm not going to review it or anything because I haven't watched it like recently, so I'm not genned up on the plot. I mean, I can tell you basically it's about this this guy who's escaped from prison with his, I don't know if it's his brother or his friend or something, and they sort of hide out. They're looking for his girlfriend. They're going to track his girlfriend, the killer's girlfriend down, and stake out. Emilio Estevez and Richard Dreyfuss stake out Madeline Stowe's house, waiting for him to turn up, type of thing. And all sorts of comedy ensues, and there's lots of serious bits with violence and fighting and stuff in it as well. So lots of excitement and thrills and comedy and everything. It's got everything you could want from a movie, really. So that's Stakeout. It was made in 1987. The next one of my favourite films here is called The Man, and it stars Samuel L. Jackson and Eugene Levy. And this is a really good film. I got this one from Poundland a while ago for just £1, so it was a real bargain. And it's a really good movie. It's on the Entertainment in Video label, and it's anamorphic widescreen 1:8:5:1. It's got Dolby Digital 5.1 surround sound, and it's a really good transfer for a DVD, this one. No complaints about this one, really. It's nice and colourful and bright and clear and everything. And here's the back cover of this one. So a lot of nice pictures there, as you can see. So that's The Man, starring Samuel L. Jackson and Eugene Levy. Now this next one here, I actually showed this when I was a projectionist quite a few years ago. When I was working at South Shields Library Cinema Theatre Cinema rather. I showed it on 16mm film, projected on the big screen. It was quite a large screen, quite a few seats. It was quite a big auditorium and everything, with a really good 16mm projector which had huge reels on it, so it could contain the whole film on one reel. Because before that we were using two crappy smaller 16mm projectors that you had to change you had to swap from one projector to the other. When the reel finished on one projector, you had to start the other one up and stop the other one, so it made it look like it was continuous. That was a pain in the arse, to say the least. Anyway, this next film stars Gerard Depardieu and Andy McDowell, and this one's called Green Card. And it's basically about this French guy. In order to try and get a green card, he pretends that Andy McDowell is his wife. At least that they're a couple. I forget whether they're supposed to be married or not, but he has to make these people who come to like see them, to see everything's alright, to get the green card and all that. They have to convince them people that they're a couple. And of course they haven't known each other very long, so a few things go wrong with the plan and everything, you know. But it's a good romantic comedy, in my opinion. And Andy McDowell's always good in every film she makes. Every film she appears in, she gives good performances. So anyway, I recommend this one to anyone who likes romantic comedies or just good entertaining films in general. And this one's on the Touchstone Films label, I think. Yeah, it is Touchstone Home Video. And it's got a fairly decent widescreen 1:8:5 anamorphic transfer with Dolby Digital. Yeah, Dolby Digital 5.1 surround sound. I wasn't sure there for a minute. I thought it was just in 2-channel surround, but it's actually 5.1. So that's Green Card, which comes highly recommended by me. Next one is another really good film, which is produced. Hang on a minute. Which is, yeah, it's produced by John Hughes, who did The Breakfast Club, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Weird Science, 16 Candles, stuff like that. Pretty in Pink. He produced this. He didn't direct it, and it stars Frank Whaley and Jennifer Connelly, and this is a really good, funny film. It's not on very long. I think it's only like just over 80 minutes long or something. Yeah, 1 hour 23 minutes, and it's in 2:35:1 aspect ratio. I think it's anamorphic as far as I remember, although when I first watched it I thought it wasn't for some reason. And this one's called Career Opportunities, and it's about a guy who gets a job in this big department store working overnight as the janitor, and Jennifer Connelly is kind of the local rich girl in the town, and she is having a few problems with her father and stuff, and she sneaks into, well, she goes in the shop during the day, waits till she hides out in the shop, waits till it's shut, and then she comes out in the shop and she spends the night in there with Frank Whaley, and they have all sorts of fun and adventures and stuff, messing about in the shop, and roller skating and all sorts of stuff. It's really good, really good film. If you haven't seen it, it's very, very good. I can't seem to talk properly tonight. My mouth's dry as a stick for some reason. I've just had a drink as well. Now I can smell something burning. Don't know what that is. There's all sorts going on. If it's not dogs barking around here, it's bloody someone setting fire to things and God knows what else. Unless someone's got a barbecue, but it's, I don't know. Anyway, here's the back cover. This is the Region 1 USA import. You kind of get this on Region 2. It wasn't released in the UK on Region 2 DVD for some reason. I don't know why. Some films aren't. Some films don't get UK DVD releases for some reason. I don't know why. Or Blu-ray releases. Just get released in the States. So that's Career Opportunities, and I'd love to see this one get a Blu-ray release at some point. Right, the next one is a really good romantic sort of comedy drama, which stars Zach Braff, Jacinda Barrett, Casey Affleck, Rachel Bilson, Blythe Danner, and Tom Wilkinson. And this one's called The Last Kiss. Now, I enjoy this film quite a lot. I've watched it quite a few times. It always holds me attention really well and entertains us really well as well. And the performances are all first class. The story's really good, although I can't remember all the ins and outs of the plot offhand because it's a while since I watched it. But it's a really good movie, believe me, trust me on that one. And here's the back cover on this one, some nice photographs there. And this one is, let's see, 99 minutes long. It's I think it's 2:35:1 aspect ratio, although I can't see, it's a bit small. I forgot to put my glasses on yet again, even though I've got them in my pocket. I don't know. So anyway, this is a really good film. It's on the Momentum Pictures DVD label, and like I say, the transfer is really nice on this DVD. I'm not sure if you can get this on Blu-ray actually. You might be able to, I'm not sure. If you can, it's available in America, not here. So that's The Last Kiss. This last one I've got to show you here is another really good movie. It's quite underrated. You don't hear a lot about this film. In the film, also features Vinnie Jones as a football coach, and it stars Amanda Bynes and Channing Tatum, and it's called She's the Man. Now, this is a comedy about a girl who pretends to be a boy just to join the football team, so she can play football, and she does a quite convincing job dressed up as a guy. and she puts a wig on and everything, obviously, to make herself look like a boy. But she has a crush on Channing Tatum, and when she's the boy, she she acts a bit weird around him, and because she fancies him, and when she's talking to Channing Tatum as the guy, she how do I put it? She keeps getting a bit carried away, and Channing Tatum starts to think that he might be gay because he thinks she's a guy. But it's a really good film in my opinion. Very easy to watch. Quite entertaining, you know. And this one's also on the entertainment and video label, and it's anamorphic widescreen 178:1, and it's in 5.1 Dolby Digital sound as well. And it has a few features. It has 2 feature-length commentaries actually. I didn't even realize that. Shows how much attention I take. I don't know. Can't speak properly tonight. I think I need slapped across the face with a wet kipper or something. That might help. So it's got a few extras, a few little documentaries and things, outtakes, gag reel, you know, that sort of thing. Deleted scenes, theatrical trailer. So that's She's the Man, and here's the back cover of this one. So that's that one. So I hope you've enjoyed this little look at some of my favorite movies for now. So here's a look at the films again. We've got She's the Man, The Last Kiss, Career Opportunities, Green Card, The Man. Let me just pick the other one up. Stakeout, Fair Game, and Clean Slate. If you have trouble with your hands, like have sore hands and sort of cracked skin a lot and stuff in cold weather, and not just in cold weather but all year round, if your hands are really sore and cracked and everything keeps splitting up, then I highly recommend you get a hold of some of this soap here. It's called Sanex, and it's like a Dermo soap or something, and you can get it in Asda for £2.49. I know it's not that cheap, but it's well worth it. You get 4 bars of soap in each pack for £2.49, and if you wash your hands with this each day, your hands gradually start to heal up. If you've got cuts and sore parts on your hands, they gradually start to heal up, at least they did with me. So I highly recommend you get a hold of some of this soap if you've got sore hands and stuff and you're in a lot of pain. It's well worth getting a hold of. Anyway, so I'd just like to thank everyone very much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, could you please give us a little thumbs up down there in the corner, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel and you'd like to receive more videos from me. And don't forget to hit the notification button if you'd like to receive notifications whenever I upload a new video. So if you've got anything to ask me, please don't hesitate to write a comment or send us a message on here, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So thanks very much for watching this video, and don't forget to share it if you can on Facebook or wherever, anywhere you like. So thanks very much for watching everyone, and I shall see you on the next video. So bye for now.